Welcome, Cancer, to your love reading for October 1st to the 7th of 2018. So let's look into what's going on with you. Alright. So we're going to do the overall energy. Neutral between both. Coming towards you, your response, advice, outcome. The Cancer and love. Alright. So both of you, Aries had this as well, so some of you may be dealing with the Aries, and I feel like this is the energy of not really addressing something. You're not talking to your partner. You might not be there's something really intense that you would like to either move on from. You want to start a conversation up, but you never really do it, all right? Or you never really leave, even though you say that you've done so, or you're about to. Those kind of things might be on your mind. So this is feeling stuck or just walking around. The person that you would sometimes you would really like to avoid them, but sometimes you might not even be able to help it because you either work with them, you see them often, but you feel restricted in some way. So some of you might be feeling trapped. All right, now so the person that you're dealing with, the person that's coming towards you, they're either getting over heartbreak of their own, and you know this, and you might be waiting for them to do that and heal so that you two can come together, but it's on your mind, and you would it's really bothering you for some, and for others of you, this is where you have broken up with somebody, and that person is trying to forgive themselves as they forgive you, depending on who has felt like they've hurt the other person. So I feel like this is a split right now as both of you are trying to heal. All right, now your response. The tension is going to be very intense. All right, so I feel like this is where some of you might still not go see somebody. You might not really communicate all that well. Sometimes it's like a stoppage in communication, even intense conflict that you might have with that particular person. So I feel like you might feel that you aren't in charge, of your life, or you feel like you don't know where things are going to go. So you just kind of hold back, and you feel like you just want to do something else, focus on something else. So I feel like you might respond really harshly, so that does cause an obstacle between you and someone else. So just be careful about the conflict that you get into that might not be necessary right now. All right, now the advice tells you to, if you are going through something intense, it tells you to take the time to let it out. Sometimes you might feel like you need to cry, or you feel like that's gonna help you get through things, but the best thing is to try to force yourself to be happy as you can. But others of you, if you feel like you can't help it and you just need to let go ahead and do that. It tells you to face a loss that you might be dealing with, and get happy though. Eventually that's part of what can change a lot of things, like a domino effect. Play some dominoes if that's something that you might enjoy. I don't know, but try to have fun if it's around your children, or if you feel like something that you have done a long time ago and you may have forgotten. If you sit meditate, some things might come back to you, or you might research some things. So be careful about getting down into deep depression. All right, Cancer and Leo is showing up here, and we have the outcome is a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you might be dealing with now, male or female, and this person is someone who causes you a lot of grief. So sometimes coming through very vulgar, sometimes just wanting to be around you because of sexual desire. Oftentimes this could be an obstacle because your love interests, they might be dealing with the next partner who might be a fire sign in some way, or a different sign, doesn't matter, but they could affect the things from moving forward in your relationship, and you have no control over it. So it's like you have to give the reins to the universe to kind of help you out. When you feel like you are struggling, you can't move things forward, that's the best advice to do, is to let go and try to focus on your own happiness and feel secure there. Let's see, the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse. That particular person, she's either around you, he or she is either around you or with another person, and maybe only focus on what things they can get when it comes to money, sexual desires or favors from you or somebody else. And if they feel like they're being pleased in certain ways, they might feel like they can stay there and have their cake and eat it too, kind of thing. and they have done this for some time, and maybe some of you are needing to forgive that particular person for these things. Now, they've either done this to you or someone that you are waiting to connect with in some way. Clarify the Chariot in reverse for Cancer. Yes, the intensity of the disconnect is there's so much that it's really like, you run into a ditch and all the tires become flattened, or you flip over, or have an accident. Be careful about those things, because you don't want to be stressed out. When I'm mentioning these things, and I get like vibrations when you get so intense or angry about something and you allow that momentum to pick up the negativity, accidents like that can happen. So be careful about where you focus your energy and what you focus on constantly, because it can be your fault, because you built the energy up and you don't let it go. So meditate when you can, try to be happy when you can, and try to forgive situations that are not moving exactly when you want them to, or someone that might not be moving exactly when you want them to. So some of you might not be wanting to move and that might be something that your partner is dealing with as well. So just be careful with that. Let's do 2 cards for Cancer in love, October 1st to 7th. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, right? Easier said than done, but we were just talking about that, and it goes right with what you, that's the best advice for you, right? And let's see, messages for Cancer in love for October 1st to 7th, 2018. Then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That's definitely for many of you who are needing to just go back down memory lane. That's what you might be doing at times, and you need to try to forgive that person. You might feel that they've really done you wrong, but sometimes people do fall out of love, or they just don't connect as much as they used to, and there could be a newer energy for a lot of you out there. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is releasing the ex-partner. Now, some of you might even feel like you don't still have an ex-partner in your energy. You're not dealing with them, but the memories about something that didn't go right could scar you on an emotional level or psychological level. So just keep that in mind. So I feel like a lot of you are needing to free yourself from something that's really bothering you, and try to be patient with yourself and with whomever you might be dealing with. So lots of love to you, lots of light, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Thanks.